This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Here, let's count. Crockett Senior Memorial Cup, the Rock and Roll Express.
That's right, Tony. You know, we are in the top 10 seasons right there. That's going to be held there in New Orleans at $1 million plus that big trophy. I like to say, let me tell you something, Midnight Express. You know, before we get to the Superdome, we got a lot of matches with Betty Lou's coming out. We might be the new NWA World Tag Team Champions. Before we get to the Dome, we're looking forward to going there. At Midnight Express, you got what we want. That's the NWA titles, baby.
That's right, Tony. Like brother said, for the Jim Crockett Memorial Cup. And $1 million, the biggest prize ever in professional wrestling. And we're in the top 10 seedings, and we're going to be there. But now, Jimmy Cornette has come out here, and he has put the rock and roll down time and time again. But Cornette, like brother here said, before we get to Superdome, those world titles are liable to be around our waist because it can be in Charleston, West Virginia, or it can be in Conway, or anywhere you want to go. We're going to come to put those titles around our waist. And now, week after week after week, Ric Flair has come out here on TV talking about all the little teeny boppers and what they could do. But let me tell you something, Ric Flair. All those little teeny boppers stand up for rock and roll. And I love each and every one of them, so does brother here. So if you got anything to say to the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson or myself, you come out here, do it, and leave all these nice people alone. Tony, woo, good going.
It's a pleasure, baby.
All right. Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton, the Rock and Roll Express. Let's go to the ring.
Ricky did something there that's really, really important. And I say this because I was a fan. And as a babyface, if you mentioned the town that you were going to,
yeah,
that was good. That was sometimes worth the price. He mentioned Charleston, West Virginia. He mentioned Conway, South Carolina, and he didn't just throw those names out randomly. Those are towns they were getting ready to go to.
Right.
So that's important. I remember back, I lived obviously in Virginia, and we had at times spot shows in a place called the Augusta Expo in Fishersville, Virginia. I remember they would call it Fisherville, Virginia. And then when I started working for Jim Crockett Promotion, I said, guys, it's Fishersville. And they changed it. So anyway, all those years they called it Fisherville, and I had no way to tell them. So anyway, they had Blackjack, who had just turned babyface. He'll be coming to the Augusta Expo in Fishersville. Let's bring in Blackjack Mulligan. And Blackjack took the entire time, and he had allotted during that interview to talk about the great people in Fisherville in Augusta County. And he had all those towns, and he knew what to say. And that sold me, and I bought a ticket because of what he said.
Right.
And so it's just, that's so elementary, but so vital to what we were doing back then. Put over the town, put over the people, say something about them. And that brought him in. That was good stuff. And that's what Ricky Morton did. Boom. Flair did that too on these interviews. We heard that. I'm coming to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's smart stuff, man. I just like the old school subtle way of doing things that, you don't have anymore because we don't run house shows anymore.
I was looking at, songs we could pick for the Crockett tribute video.
Mm-hmm.
I found myself just going through old catalogs and downloading stuff, just trying stuff. And then we settled on the Highwaymen Against the Wind cover of Bob Seger's song. And the, another one that I liked, but I decided, I need to save that and do like a video for Flair one day.
Mm.
But Johnny Cash's I've Been Everywhere, Man.
Mm-hmm.
Where he just lists all the cities.
Yep.
I remember him standing by you on this TBS set and just randomly firing off all these cities. And when Cash gets to that part where he's naming them everywhere, I was like, man, that's the jam. And about 3 months ago, back when Coon was a living person and he would still help us with our music and things like that. Well, he's not, he's an invalid. I don't know that you know that.
I didn't know he was an invalid. The only thing I've seen is his scar on social media, and that's about it.
He's bathed one time since he's been out of the hospital a few months ago, and he just lives in a recliner now. So I don't think he'll be able to make music for us anymore. But back before he lost use of his limbs, he was thinking about doing a Mance Warner spoof. Mm-hmm. I bled everywhere, man. I bled everywhere. But instead of doing like the big towns, it would be, Jackson, Mississippi, just rambling.
Together again, baby, and I ain't boxing in the shadows no more. I'm coming out And when the bull comes out, baby, there ain't no more pushing on. Porque yo soy el hombre, el toro de San Antonio y el corazón de todos los latinos. Cuando yo vengo a luchar, yo vengo a luchar a ganar. Y amigo, el Boogie Woogie, van a ver toda la gente que aquí van a caer el Paul Weasel Jones, the Barbarian, T.J. Khan, and Baron Von Raschke, baby. You're messing with the men. And when you're going to mess with somebody, you want to mess with these two. Because we're street proven, daddy. And when we prove it, we stamp you. USDA, ground beef, baby. Because that's what the bull does, and that's what the boogeyman does best. Take care of business. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And one more thing, we're coming after you, baby. We're going to be in that big cup race right there in New Orleans. It's going to be announced next week. We're together forever.
All right, the Raging Bull and the Boogeyman Jimmy Vant. Let's go to the ring.
Boy, these fans chanting, they're fucking taking me out of it a little bit.
A lot of kids there.
Yeah.
That day. And when you have a lot of kids, there's a lot of chanting going on.
They're going to be excited.
Yeah. You know, it never did bother me. To me, it just was part of the ambience of what we were doing. So.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.